Mario once again with MIA Microflight. Today is November 20th, Thursday, 2025, and this is the MIA version of the Revel helicopter. It's a mini, I call this one the mini Revel because it is model, I should say not model, but inspired by the GMP Revel of many years ago. Some of you may remember that helicopter. I have the gas version, the actual helicopter, as well as the Cricket, which was manufactured by the same company, GMP Models, Gorham Model Products, back in the I think in the 80s. And so I really liked those helicopters back in the day. I mean, those were some of the helicopters that I attempted to learn how to fly with. Very difficult, without a gyro. In those days, they had, I think, some mechanical gyros, but it was, it was in the old days. So what I did is I decided to redo that helicopter in an electric form, mini. I call this one mini because the rotor is no more than 26 inches, I think, in diameter. And this one is a brushless motor version here. It has a brushless motor on the tail, and I did this many years ago. Also, you can probably find the original video of this helicopter that I showed in my YouTube channel, and you can see it's got some of my original gears that I employ on the Robin 280 electric helicopter when the first helicopters come out to the market in kit form. And so I employed some of those. These are actually Delrin gears. I was injection molding my own gears, but these I had a company, a gentleman that was doing gears for racing, for radio control racing cars. I got a hold of him, and he made some beautiful gears for me. And these are some of the Delrin gears that I gave him the spec, a 3-spoke design. And actually, this is a second version because the original one had a kind of a little more curvature and a little more. It wasn't as elegant as this one. But working with that gentleman and sending him some new files, he was able to do these for me. It took him a while to do it, but the great gears. I still have a bunch of these gears, and so I've been employing some of those in my. I employed and I've been employing to this day some of those gears in some of these helicopters that I've been showing in my YouTube channel. But this is the Revel, and you can see very simplistic mechanics here. It's got sort of my own setup here. I actually modify some of these things. The swash plate's my own concoction here. This is an anti-rotation lever here. This is actually supposed to be on the other side of the swash plate, so that this does not use a ball. Right now, this one has a ball as the pivot point. But if you make this connection here, if we make this connection to the swash plate, that retains the swash plate in place, and that allows it to pivot left and right. The balls that you see here, those brass balls, are not really solid balls. They're beads, and I was using beads. That's one of my secrets that I never told anybody until this video. Now you know. I was using beads. These are spacer beads for jewelry making, and I had been using these even smaller ones in my earlier helicopters to do the swash plates. A lot of the swash plates that you see, like in the very early helicopters that I was doing, with the Bumblebee, with the micro, with the housefly, you can see that's a fiberglass swash plate. And actually, this one doesn't have the beads. Those are actually injection molded beads. But I was inserting those beads because they come already pre-drilled and they're hollow, so they are great for stuff like this. And it just they come in 2, 3, 4 millimeters on up to up to whatever size. I think 10 is the largest ones that I've seen. And so I employ in these with my own hardware. That's 0080 screws. They're a little bit smaller than the 2 millimeter screws, in between like 1.5 and 2 millimeter. Those are the 0080 American standard size. And so I was employing a lot of that. The hardware here is 080. All the hardware, this particular helicopter is 080. And so this is the MIA Mini Revel that I am also working and doing some upgrades. So under the hood we have the two servos that are linked. These servos work in mixing. They're mixed. You can see that this wash plate is not your standard 90-degree configuration. These are spread out that way, so that both servos operate the pitch and both servos operate the roll. The ESC connectors are right there. They come out from this plate right here, and I'm ready to install the ESCs, the radio, and my own do-it-yourself gyro that I've been employing some other of my sub-micro helicopters. Mario, once again, stay tuned for more.